Hello everyone, and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming. We are back with part... you can get started.
Right.
We're back with part 16, there we go, of our Croc Let's Play. Oh, come on. Come on, Croc. Why you gotta do us like this? We just got started. Not even a minute in, guys. Not even a minute in, and it froze. So we apologize.
Sorry, everybody. We didn't mean for the game to freeze like that. Okay.
And I don't get stressed about this thing. We will work out the thing. Alright. You'll get to see the Fox logo. Still was like amazed that Fox sponsored this game. Fox Interactive, apparently. Oh boy. Yeah, it was just being slow. Alright. It's trying, guys. I don't know if the sound comes up, but yeah, it's trying. You get to see the logo of some of the other games we have saved on there. So.
Yep.
Alright, Croc buddy.
There we go.
Now remember you played that whole time without the analog on in that one episode?
Oh yeah, because there's the thing. I took the whole game. I did not believe Okay, well, at least I got a plus.
Yeah, it's definitely been a little more difficult.
Yeah.
Which is good. I think we're about halfway through. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that it got a little more difficult. Whoa.
Ah.
Push the button. We have to go back. Yeah, so we're just kinda chilling here. Enjoying being inside where the heat is because it's been cold here lately.
Why would you say it feels like winter?
Yeah, well, basically during this time it feels like winter anyway.
Yeah.
Even though it's technically fall, it's not really fall. It's really winter weather.
Pretty much.
I know technically based on the calendars. Maybe by the time you're watching this, by the time it's uploaded, it's winter as well. But as we're recording, it is technically still fall. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure the first day of the season is always on the solstice.
you're right.
Now I don't need to know the. Okay. First day of winter, December 21st, which is what I thought. Okay, so let me see. So at the time of you watching this, it is not quite winter yet, technically.
Right.
It's by the time you watch next week's videos, it will be.
Yep.
And for some people, a holiday. And for other people, a holiday is already over. And there are two other winter holidays that are pretty big here that happen at the time you're watching. At the time you're watching, not at the time we're recording. At the time of uploading. For all I know, you could be watching this in April, so I just mean at the time of it uploading. I don't know how many people watch it at one time. Because sometimes there are still people that watch that Wheel of Fortune video we did. That,
oh wow, that's awesome.
well, since it got over 1,000 views, YouTube just like shows it to more people.
Nice.
So even if they don't stay very long, because honestly most of them only watch about 2 minutes. Probably because, you know, we're not like crazy high energy, you know, we're not the Markipliers or the Jacksepticeye or the Game Grumps or the
Fart! It's really not that.
only plays, yeah.
With friends.
I haven't seen that guy, but I've stumbled upon animations of like jokes that he and his friends have made. Like they've made a compilation of that. We also are not buying sauce. That's another one that I've never seen their videos, but I've seen. I mean, their gameplay videos. Technically, I've seen their parodies of the Super Show because he's apparently very good at doing the Super Mario Bros. Super Show voices.
Ravioli!
Yeah. Like, really well. It's like, impressive. Yeah. Which I have not stumbled upon many people who do Captain Lou flawlessly. Yeah.
It's pretty hard to imitate.
Yeah, so it's very impressive. Like, he did a fake, I believe it was Vine Sauce, unless he didn't animate it, unless he just did the voice part. I saw, they did like a fake, like weird health PSA thing, for the Super Show. And it's like, yeah, I'm like, if I was a child and really naive, I would have believed this was real. But, yeah. Because it was pretty impressive. And whoever animated it did it in the Super Show style, which was like really impressive. Anyway, I've never seen his Let's Play videos, but I know he plays video games with people. So yeah, we're not those people, so I think sometimes they're expecting that, like really high energy, constantly making jokes. We make jokes when we think of them, but we're not like super high energy, like, oh my god, hi, you know.
Yes.
I'm not even good at imitating it, but you get it.
You go to hell before you die.
Yeah. Where he was a little less Mario and a little more him, but yes.
It's as if he was on vacation day. Dragged him out.
But yeah.
Put the hat on and was like, alright, just talk in the video.
They're like, hey, are you in the area? Yeah, I'm on vacation. It'll just take like 15 minutes, maybe 45 minutes tops. What now? We're doing an anti-drug PSA. Fine.
Larry in his casual shirt,
Yeah.
Mario hat on, and telling us just say no to drugs and tell your teacher, rabbi, or priest you need help and you go to hell before you die.
And they're like, wait, that's not what we wrote down. No, I like it. Let's keep it. Are we good? Yeah.
In a way, he's kind of right.
Yeah.
Drug addiction is like hell.
It's funny, like I had to think about it. I'm like, I don't think the kids will understand it.
Yeah, if I was a child again in 1989, certainly not as a baby.
And I think the people who are poking fun at it don't get it either.
They're laughing at
you go to hell before you die. How can you go to hell before you die? Yeah. It's, he means the psychological torment.
Yeah. That replaces right on.
Yeah. I don't know. Nope. Nope. Close, but no cigar.
Very nice. I like the reference to, what was it, Ocarina of Time you just did?
I'm not sure. I have to remember what it is myself.
I thought it was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is Ocarina of Time. Yeah. Yes. That's what it was.
That music is something else.
Yeah. It's not as crazy as Donkey Kong 64's. Yeah. Yes. I've seen some really talented animations online, and I've seen some where they're just kind of disturbing animators, and that's kind of their gimmick.
Yeah.
Like one of them does really surreal, almost trippy Zelda animations. It seems like the animator started them around the time that game where you play as Zelda came out on the Switch.
Huh. Okay.
I think they started out like parodying that. But it's really trippy and kind of unsettling videos where some of them you can piece together a meaning, but others are kind of like, oh.
No!
Yeah, and it's when I stumble upon any kind of like online fan animations, it's like that's where it is, you know.
Yep.
It's another reason I know. That's another reason I get on my soapbox about AI, because it's like I don't want to see these talented people lose their jobs.
Yeah. And enough of the bungo.
Frankly, it comes across as they're jealous. Because they're like, I want artistic talent. And I don't want to put in the years that it takes to develop it. Because they're convinced that you have to be born with artistic talent, I swear. And they're mad because they weren't born with the artistic talent. And it's like, you know what? You developed your talent in computer programming. Don't be mad that you can't do art because you chose a different profession.
What you said a few seconds ago, buddy, I think you
Mm-hmm.
these people born
right. And since they were not born great at either voice acting or drawing, painting, singing, playing an instrument, they're mad. And yay! And I know this because a lot of the arguments I see against those of us who are anti-AI is, well, how come only you get to make art? This way, art is accessible to everyone. Anyone can do art. And I'm like, you don't get it. Anyone can do art, period. What you're saying is this way anybody can paint a masterpiece without putting any kind of effort into it.
I was going to say...
Yeah.
That's a misnomer because... If they say, how come you can only do it? No. Buddy.
Yes.
One can learn the skill. It's a constant, but it's time well spent because then you have the skill and ability to do that. You don't hear me bragging about the fact that I can't learn as well because it's been a while since I've done that. I've never actually had formal training.
Right.
School. But I'm not going to insist on investing in some AI machine to take away people's programming skills away so that I can program away from you. No. And then idiotic and wrong. Rather save my money and pay someone to do it. Or learn it myself by taking it to the class.
Yeah. It just does. It comes across as laziness. And yes, some people do have a certain amount of innate talent. But even these people who have painted masterpieces, they didn't, like, the minute they were born, they weren't painting the masterpiece.
It's controversial.
Yeah.
It's controversial what I'm saying. I don't believe that born with magic gifts that make them paint the Mona Lisa as soon as they crawl out of their mother.
We are all born with potential, but it's whether that's cultivated and we decide to pursue that. And I think it's also this idea of they place the idea of art to such a high standard. Like, as far as I'm concerned, if you draw something, you've made art. If you paint something, you've made art. It doesn't have to be to the quality where people are going to put it in the museum to be called art.
I mean, heck, what matters most is motion and expression of it. Because I know a lot of people who want art, but there is emotion, there's feeling, there's life in it. It's scribbles. It's not nonsense. It's art.
Yeah.
I now definitely believe that.
Yeah. And really, it's just a complete misuse. And I'm going to go ahead, and sadly I I don't think they named the person who said this. So, unfortunately, I can't credit the individual who said this. But I read this, and it's a very good quote, and I feel like this is how I feel about the misuse of AI. And the quote said, I want AI to do my dishes and laundry so that I can write and make art. I don't want AI to write and make art so that I can do my laundry and dishes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Whoa.
This guy's grabbing this fish.
Frog Triton?
Huh. Hi, King Triton here. I'm ready to attend the play by my daughters.
Or I guess he's a fish Triton. I don't know.
Could be that too.
Ariel, you don't understand. It's dangerous out there. Sorry, I can't do comment.
I know.
That's okay. A lot of people seem like they can do him easily, so I'm like, good.
It's alright.
It's alright.
What about humans?
Yeah, I feel like my imitation almost went into Sebastian, but badly. Yeah, it's so funny. Two different actors, two different voice actors, and I'm like, so similar, and they're so similar. Yeah, I think, yeah, like when he was auditioning, I guess just for the heck of it, he read it with a Jamaican accent, and they loved it. So. But then somebody pointed out, with a lot of confusion, there is an episode where Grimm is a human, and he is white. And yeah, there is a one where I don't remember how it happened, but temporarily he became human. And I had forgotten about this, but I found a YouTube short where the person posed the question, why is Grimm white? And I was curious, so I clicked on it. It was just about that scene. Apparently, they weren't not planning on that. Apparently, they were going to have him look more accurate to his voice, but they were worried about the implications, which makes total sense. Because Grimm is sort of, stuck in a position of serving Billy and Mandy. Yeah.
Billy and Mandy.
Yeah, so they didn't want to allude to you-know-what, considering Billy and Mandy are white kids. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, they may not view it that way, but they were worried about offending people.
Yes.
Right.
I feel like, oh crap. I feel like that's a thing that the Disney Channel cartoons and live action did, and Disney cartoons.
Right, stir up controversy just for the PR.
Yes.
Or
Everyone and their brother
tension.
talking DuckTales, Bonkers, and Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Oh, Darkwing Duck did it
I thought they
on
did.
purpose. Oh, I thought.
Maybe not on purpose, but
Yeah, I thought they just. I thought that was a legitimate case since the episode was just too bad.
I think so.
If it happened with Goof Troop, nobody's talked about it.
Gotcha. So I guess
Yeah.
as for the other,
Yeah. Quack Pack. Quack Pack, which was very poorly received.
sounds it.
I'm like, at least Donald has a bigger role in that one, where I feel like in DuckTales he cameos sometime. I think he plays a bigger role in the modern DuckTales,
I think it is.
but in the 90s DuckTales he was very there. Yeah. In fact, it's very jarring because they sound too old to me in the modern DuckTales. And they're not made to look older, you know?
Right. Uncle Scrooge, you gotta stop this.
Yeah. I don't think it's that bad, but yeah. They actually have an episode where, and this is, to me, as a Donald fan, this is very controversial to me. I stumbled upon a clip where there's actually an episode where the scientist guy or whoever gets so frustrated at listening and trying to decipher what Donald's saying that he fixes his voice. And so the voice actor is just speaking in his normal voice, not a Donald Duck voice. And it's very jarring. And this was like only a thing for that one episode.
What happens when you completely
And I'm like the 5% of the population who could understand Donald like 95% of the time. There were times where I couldn't either. That's why I say 95% of the time, where I feel like the rest of the people around me were the opposite. Yeah. I also, because I felt like I felt like if Donald Duck were suddenly able to speak quote unquote normal, he would still kind of sound like his other voice, but they just, as the joke, just had the actor use his regular voice, like the voice actor. Which I'm like, but that doesn't match him anymore. But then again, I don't think Huey, Dewey, and Louie's voices match them in the new DuckTales anymore. But this is all coming from somebody who is not really a fan of it anyway, so take what I say with a grain of salt. I like Donald Duck, I don't like Uncle Scrooge, sorry. I don't like Huey, Dewey, and Louie much either. So, I like preferred episodes where it was just Donald Duck and not his nephews, because his nephews seemed like evil little demon children sometimes. And they don't torture Uncle Scrooge that way. They just torture Donald.
I used to leave like that and I'll give you a private.
That's exactly why they don't do it with Uncle Scrooge, because they know Uncle Scrooge would probably do something that I can't say on here.
Yeah.
So.
I watched Mickey's Good Deed.
Alright, well, I was gonna say, I guess we should end here. Yeah, so we'll end here for now, and thank you guys so much for coming, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye, everyone.